let's talk packaging. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my studio. My name is Victoria and this is my small bath and body care business, Run Essential. This week I'm hitting you with a business tips video talking about logo stamps. I have thank you cards. I have box options. Every single thing that I use top to bottom to package up every order that comes out of the studio. If you've had a chance to check out any of my previous videos, and you should definitely do that if you haven't, you guys will know that sustainability is a major core value for my brand. I really aim to have as little of an eco footprint as possible with my brand. And of course, there are some things that we can't avoid, but there are a lot of things that we can. So when it comes to my packaging, this is really where I put a lot of effort in to find eco-friendly, biodegradable, compostable options. So that's exactly what I'm sharing with you today. And I should probably mention it because you're definitely going to see the brace. I sprained my wrist, so we're taking a little easy today, no vlog, but I'm happy to do another business tips video for you guys in the meantime, while I heal. As usual, I have a lot to share, so I'm gonna keep this intro short. Let's get into it. First up, I've got some product container options for you. Why is that so hard to say? First up, I've got some product container options for you guys. All of my products come in a glass container and have some sort of plastic closure. And even though this tends to increase my shipping costs, like I said, it's a really important thing to me. And I also think it looks great. It adds on to the luxury behind my luxury brand, having a nice, beautiful glass bottle. I usually get these from one of 3 different sites, but I do have some more options linked for you below. And these are great if one is sold out, one of the other 2 will usually have what I'm looking for. But my top 3 favorites are Tricor Braun, I think that's how you say it, SKS bottle and packaging, and container and packaging. I actually just got another shipment of some 8-ounce glass jars and caps, so it's the perfect time to go through all of my containers and their closures if it helps you guys narrow down your sizing and what you need for your brand. Behold. When you're buying containers on different sites, one thing that you'll notice is that, of course, they all have different size caps. Duh. So when you're on a product page, you want to make sure you scroll down, look at the product specs or the description, and look for the exact size closure that you'll need for that jar. For me, I've got a 8-ounce jar with a 70 by 400 cap. I have 4-ounce jars with a 58 by 400 cap. I've got 8-ounce bottles with a 24 by 400 closure and a 5-inch tube. And lastly, I've got 4-ounce bottles with a 22 by 400 closure and a 4-inch dropper. Ouch. Why would you do that? Moving on to labels, I have 2 different suggestions, but one that I actually tend to use the most. The top 2 that I've been able to find are sheet labels and online labels, and online labels is my favorite. They have so many sizes, materials, and different options for both laser and inkjet printers. I have a laser, so make sure you check your printer and you get the right material. That's very important. Don't break your printer. I used to use their white polyester weatherproof labels, which are so great for anything that will be in contact with water or maybe sitting in the shower, anything like that. These are completely waterproof and they will not smudge, but I'm now switching over to their clear gloss labels. I absolutely love these. I had to adjust the colors just a bit to make them a bit more saturated on a transparent label, but besides that, I think they really add to the luxury touch that my brand's going for, and yeah, I love them. Again, just in case it helps you narrow down the sizing that you want to use for any jars, in case you're also using similar jar sizes to me, here are my label sizes. For my 8-ounce jars, I use an 8.5 by 2.5 inch label. For the 4-ounce jars, I have a 7 inches by 2 inches label. My 8-ounce bottle labels are 7 inches by 3 inches, and the 4-ounce bottles are 5 inches by 2.5 inches. The last thing that I need to share in this section is this absolute gem of a label applicator. It looks very simple, and it is, but when I tell you, I love this thing. I love this thing. You guys have seen me use it before. You'll see me use it again. It helps you perfectly lay out your label on each jar. You can adjust the slider to make it fit whatever container you're using. It's amazing. You'll get straight labels every single time. You don't have to eyeball it. Use the wizard. Okay, let's get into my shipping boxes and the different sizes that I like to use. I think I have the most suggestions of suppliers for boxes for you linked below, but the one that I chose to go with is Eco Enclosed. They have so many different sizes and box strength options that you can choose from, and all of the fibers are made with 100% recycled content. Depending on the order size, I have 3 different box size options that I like to use. The first one is 12 by 7 by 4, and I usually use this if someone orders 2 or more, but usually 3 products. The next one is 9 by 7 by 4, and it holds 2 8-ounce jars or bottles perfectly and up to 3 4-ounce containers. And the last one is 7 by 7 by 4, and I use this one for, of course, smaller orders or if someone only orders 1 8-ounce product. The other 4 supplier suggestions I have for you are Uline, No Issue, Papermart, and Uprinting. Next up, I have some logo stamps. I bought 2 different size stamps from a company called rubberstamps.net, and I actually use these to brand the top of my boxes. And actually also my gift bags. If you saw my vendor market packing list, you can see how they look on the bags as well. The first one that I use is 2 by 8 inches, and I usually have that one for my 12 by 7 by 4 boxes or my larger gift bags. The other one is 1 by 6 inches, and I use this one for my smaller boxes, both the 9 by 7 by 4 and the 7 by 7 by 4 box, and also the smaller gift bags. As you can see, these aren't self-inking stamps, so you will need an ink pad to be able to load them up and use it. But I have an option linked for you below that is permanent ink. It's such a good option, especially if your packages are being left out in the sun or in the rain. Well, the boxes are paper, so the boxes would probably not stand up in the rain, but the ink won't run. The ink will stay. Okay, so moving into some box cushioning or void fill. The first thing that I use is some recyclable honeycomb paper, and I use that to wrap every single jar before I actually put it in the box. This was an early thing that I adopted. I knew I never wanted to use bubble wrap. I just absolutely wanted to avoid it. So this stuff is great. Again, I love the natural textures and colors, so it's helping to strengthen my brand, but I think it really looks beautiful as well, and it's recyclable. So the mission. Stick to the mission. And if you're wondering, yes, it really does give the glass a lot of support. I have not had a single broken glass since launching, to be honest with you. It stretches and expands, and when you do that, the honeycomb actually locks within itself, so you don't need tape or anything else to keep it from unraveling. I tend to just wrap it underneath itself, and I put the bottom edge of it at the bottom of the box so that it's not sticking out. And then I stuff the box with biodegradable packing peanuts. These are so cool. They completely dissolve in water, they're really cheap, and you get a massive, massive box of them. It's also a plus. A lot of places are starting to transition to using these type of packing peanuts. So I actually, every single time I order boxes or some of my ingredients, they come with more biodegradable packing peanuts, and I just add it to my collection. So reuse, reduce, recycle. Well, that was a short section. Let's move on. Next up, thank you cards. I get my thank you cards from No Issue, and so many good options. I love this company, and I actually will mention them again later on. They have options for both 100% recycled or FSC mix uncoated paper. So these are fully compostable and recyclable. And they're cute, but that was on me. Another option that I did consider was Vistaprint. Of course, these are a little bit cheaper, and they also do have recyclable cards, and they have a hemp blend, I believe, which is another really great option. Next up, we've got packing tape, and we have come full circle right back to No Issue. Like everything else in No Issue's line, their tape is fully compostable and recyclable, and it's water activated. So all it needs is a little bit of water on the back side of it, and it instantly gets sticky, and you can use it. You can even peel it back up and rework with it. It's really forgiving. And of course, it is fully customizable, so I created a repeating pattern with my logo for my tape. When you order from No Issue, they do send you a sponge that you can use to wet this and then water activate the back of the tape, but I like to use a dispenser that I got on Amazon. I don't love the green color, but it gets the job done, and it was cheaper than the $70-something option from No Issue directly. All you gotta do is fill up the water basin in the front and then put back in the roller, and as you dispense your tape, it will automatically wet the backside of it for you. Two other suppliers that I haven't used, but I've heard some pretty good things about, are Uprinting and Sticker U. Both of them offer custom packing tape as well. The last full section I have to share with you are shipping label options. I get my shipping labels on Amazon from a company called Rollo, and they come in a nice big pack, I think of 200 something, but these are FSC certified and they're BPA free. Just like the tape dispenser, I could not leave this section without giving you 2 more really helpful suggestions, and it's actually this combo right behind me. This is my shipping label holder and printer, both by the company called Munbin on Amazon. And the printer is a thermal printer, so you don't need any ink for it, you don't need anything. It's really plug, connect, and go. The last thing I have to share with you are the fragile stickers that I use on the outsides of my boxes as well. Like I said, the biodegradable packing peanuts and the honeycomb paper do a really good job of protecting my products, but I do still like to throw a little fragile sticker on there as a little reminder for the workers who are dealing with the packages. The ones I have right now are 1 by 3 inches, and then I also have a link for you below for 2 by 3 inches. One of those 2 sizes typically work on the boxes that I've used. And that is everything that I've got on my list for you guys today. If you have any suggestions or any other products that you're using for your packaging, I would love the suggestions below. Let me know. And if you buy anything from this list, let me know. Let me know how it's working out for you. But that is where I'm going to wrap up this week's video, and I'm actually going to start filming a vlog for next week. So I'll see you then, but in the meantime, do all the things. Leave me a like, comment, subscribe, and share with a friend. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.